Hi, welcome back to OD YouTube channel. Today we have here another unboxing, and this is a pen that I got from eBay from China. So this is another Jinhao pen. Because it's kind of blue, I have here my blue Victorinox knife, my Pioneer for 2020. And so let's see what we have here. I'll just cut this in any way. So you get to this kind of annoying but useful wrapping style of things. And I no longer try to unwrap it, I just cut it and pull the pen out. So here it is. This is the new Jinhao 9019 and it's called Dadao series. So this is another big pen. I got it for kind of for fun. It is only 15 euros, not because I need a pen and another pen, but I think this is really interesting. They are doing some interesting stuff regarding big pens with big nibs, and so I needed to have this one. It really looks nice. It has a very beautiful style, this kind of cigar shape. I already saw some posts saying this is a copy of something. To me, it doesn't really look like a copy of anything. Of course, it reminds us of some Japanese pens, but it's kind of a generic look to it. And so, let me just show it to you. It has, it's a simple barrel with no cap, with no rings or anything. Just the cap has a band there next to the lip, and it has this Jinhao ball style kind of clip, which seems quite snug. So it's very simple, no rings here inside. It has the number 8 nib that they are using in their Jinhao X159, and because this is one big pen, they decided to do something which I think it's quite clever, is to create a big, not sure if this is yes, it's to unscrew. They created a big converter instead of a regular size one. So this is an interesting pen. I don't expect really a very different writing experience that I get from the one that I get from the Jinhao X159, but it is a girthier pen. So let me just compare a few things, and I have to say that I'm really using my Jinhao, 2 of my 3 Jinhao X159, and just let me show you some stuff. So for comparison purposes, this is the new 9019. I have here the Jinhao 100 or Century, and you can see it has the same kind of clip. However, this new Jinhao clip, instead of the logo, it has Jinhao written in the vertical way. Another big difference, of course, is the nib size. This one is a number 6 nib, this one is a number 8. They may not seem that different, but yes, they are really of different sizes. Now, let me show you also some more stuff for comparison. I have here also, some people say these pens are clearly copies. Maybe I can see some kind of relation with an Amiki pen, but I think these kind of designs are very common. I have here my William Shakur Titan, which is a pen that I find very interesting. Also a big pen and bigger than this one. I have here the Montblanc 149, and you can see I already saw people saying this is copy. It's not related at all with the Montblanc. We have the Jinhao X159, and here you can see some similarities, but the band is in a different place, the clip is different, and this one has rings there. And here we have the Sailor King of Pen. And yes, you may say, but you're using only these Chinese pens. No, I'm currently writing something where I'm using different colors, and I'm using this King of Pen, very, very expensive, with this with a different ink. So I really use them all. Let me just show you the nibs. This is a number 8 nib made of titanium in the Titan. This is the number 8 nib on the Jinhao 9019. The same nib on the X159. Also a number 8 nib on the Sailor King of Pen. Number 9 nib on the Montblanc 149. Oops, and this one was a number 6 nib. Not that useful to show it to you again because you can see it is smaller. Now, just for some considerations before I close this video. About these pens, this is a piston filler, this is a cartridge or converter pen, the Montblanc is a piston filler also, the Sailor King of Pen, it is a cartridge converter pen, and I'll be back to this in a moment. And also the Jinhao X159 and the Jinhao 9019, they are both cartridge converter pens. These plastics sound very different. I'm not sure if you can hear the difference, but they really sound different. Now, about this, I wanted to show you that I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, that this cartridge, this converter, is much larger. And in a way, it makes sense to have a big converter when you have a very large pen, because in fact, you can have more room to have more ink. I guess the opening should be the same, so you can use a smaller converter here if you want it, I think, but I will test it after and I'll talk to you about it. Yes, but the opening seems the same. The only thing is that you need a big opening here to allow for that big converter to go in. It wouldn't fit there. So there is a different arrangement here, although the nib section or the nib unit is the same, but you need to have a different section to fit the bigger converter. And by the way, because this pen is roughly the same size of the King of Pen, I just wanted to say that it would be nice if Sailor would also come with a bigger, but this is something that I talked about before, with a bigger converter for their King of Pen, because you can see that for a large pen it has really a small ink capacity to fit here. We must be honest and say something else, is that the way this pen is made, it takes a lot of ink inside when you fill it. So it's almost like you have a converter full of ink, and all the section, unit and feed, it will take almost another converter just inside. So it really takes more ink than it looks, because it's not ink that's only the ink that's in converter, but all the ink that is collected on the feed, and it is there available to write with. But what I mean is that you can see for this size of pen, you could have a much larger converter, and Jinhao thought about that and they made it. So I'll test this pen. I'll see how it will perform. I hope it will be great, because it's also very... I'm already used to the writing experience with the X159, and the nib is the same, so I guess the writing experience will be very similar. The difference is that this new Jinhao is larger. The length is the same, but I think the section has a larger diameter, and I think it is a little bit longer also. I really think this will be a very interesting pen, but I'll talk about it, and this is kind of a bluish, greenish, grayish color. I will not use it posted. I think this will be a very nice everyday writer pen, and for 15 euros, I think the price, I didn't use it yet, but I would say that this price is really amazing. So I hope you liked it. Soon I'll get another big pen, so I'll be able to make lots of comparisons with nibs and so on. And this is all for today, just this unboxing video. By the way, I'm looking here and seeing things. This thing is not completely straight, because I think this may be a part. Okay, now it is. Maybe it was a little bit out of place. Okay, so this is it. Very interesting pen, and I see very interesting details, like some ridges inside to keep the converter in place, so the pen will not rattle when you're using it. I think this is really a very nice addition to the collection. So I'll be back soon, I hope, for some more videos. I will receive a Wingsung 630, which is that one. Yes, is very similar to the Montblanc 149, and I will talk to you again about big pens with big nibs. So this is all for today. I hope to meet you soon. Bye.